So, I will start with Dominique Defoe.
Yes.
Okay?
Well, who is Dominique Defoe?
I didn't know anything about her until I saw a video and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a woman who is like she's like the little sister I never had.
Girl, I really just be doing shit with my life. Like, I am 25 years old. I spent the first, 15 years of my life being a ballerina. Then I decided I want to go to college, so I went and got an engineering degree. And then I went on 2 different Netflix reality shows when I had, literally 2,000 followers on Instagram. I don't even know how they found me. And I always wanted to be a writer, and now I'm in the French countryside in an artist residency, writing my debut novel. Listen to the birds sing. That's what my life is like, because I don't believe in suffering.
You know what?
Isn't that amazing? She's like, I believe I'm a magical bitch. Oh. She's like, I'm a magical bitch. And she was like, and I'm delusional. There's said,
that word.
Again, that's why I was like, this keeps coming up. So.
I'm a magical bitch, she said.
She said I'm a magical bitch.
I'm going to start saying that.
I'm
a magical bitch.
Write a piece about this. Hold me to it.
Because you be writing, so I want to hear what you have to
write a piece about moving. Like not maybe a guide to moving, but how I feel like moving is a spiritual experience. It was very cathartic. And I have moved to, because people are like, where are you moving to? And I'm like, well, I put all my stuff in storage. I don't know. So I'm from Detroit. I'm going to Detroit for the summer. But I'm like, it's such a radical thing to say that, because people are like, oh, where are you moving to? Or like my neighbors are like, I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. I might move. I might come back. I mean, I'm just gonna. I want to have a moment for once in my life where I make a pure choice.
I love that.
A pure choice. Yeah,
I'm excited to see what that choice will be.
Me too. Because I think I was realizing up till now that where I was living wasn't just about, oh, I want to live here. It was that I don't want to move. I don't want to have to move. I don't want to have to move. That's what it was.
Someone on Threads say they took an adult gap year. So people told her that you're going to ruin your career. You're going to ruin your life. She said it did. She said it did.
Well, and you're right.
But she said it ruined the life she was building for everyone else and started building the life she wanted.
Oh,
that's what she said.
Sometimes you need to ruin your life.
You just need to ruin your life because it's most likely the life you were building for someone else and not for you. So then it got me to thinking, if I took an adult gap year, what would I...
Woosah. And the autoresponder is on.
Welcome to We Are Out of Office with Jayne and Nikki.
Hello.
What is your out of office reply?
Oh my gosh. It's still, I'm moving. This has been, moving has been a spiritual experience. I feel like it's the equivalent of taking ayahuasca. I have been to the mountaintop.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, I've seen the burning bush. I've forever changed. Let me just say that. Listen.
Oh my gosh, has it been really that hellish? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm like, y'all don't need to microdose mushrooms or whatever's going on.
You just need to move.
You just literally need to move.
Moving is a lot. Especially, I think, yeah.
What's your out of office? I have that in the later segment to talk about this.
My out of office is my eyes are open, but my brain is still closed.
Yes.
I saw that on Threads. Apparently a 4-year-old named Oakland said that, and I thought that was really funny.
My eyes are open, my brain is
still closed. Still closed. I know. I was like, aw, at 4 years old, you're already saying stuff like that? What are you going through at 4 that you need to say my eyes are open?
Kids are going through things. If you listen to kids these days, they're just like you. They sound like they have been through the entirety of all of life's experiences. They are tired. And they barely got here. They just got here. So I'm like, well, welcome.
Join the struggle. Well, actually, it's not a struggle. I'm trying to be more mindful of my words.
Join the circus.
It's the circus, not the struggle.
It's a circus.
Because at least if the circus is even a shit show, you're still having fun.
Yeah, well, as long as you're having fun.
Yes, I'm having fun.
I'm having fun.
Even though it is a circus out there.
It is crazy.
I'm having a lot of fun.
I've been having a great time, and hopefully listeners are too. And thank you for joining us. This is our 21st episode.
Yeah.
We hit 20 episodes last episode. If you have not been listening to all our episodes, you have to go back and listen to all of them.
Some good ones.
There's some really good ones. Maybe you have to listen to all of them, but I feel like there's some really good ones you shouldn't miss.
Yeah.
So if we don't have an episode next week, then we can send people to our archives. We actually have archives now.
A library.
The delulus. And I think we're like officially the delulus, right? Like people who are listeners. Are we all delusional?
So we call ourselves the delulus?
Are
we officially doing that?
I would like to. After I have 2 segments today where I do talk about being delusional, or one in particular. And I think like 2025 is the year of being delusional, but I think it's a message from on high. You know, like this whole idea of being delusional, I think it's a badge of honor. So I'm proud to be a delulu.
Someone called us delusional on one of our YouTube clips or channel. And I was like, thank you. That's
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mission achieved. And I was going to say, join us, but I was like, I don't want that energy. So I just said, thank you.
Were they calling us delusional like in a mean
They said,
way?
you are delusional. Y'all are really delusional.
That's great.
And I said,
think that's
thank
a compliment.
you. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Well, your ICU girl.
Yes. Well, my ICU girl this week goes out to this group of friends called One Strong Brotherhood. They are... If you've seen them, you know who I'm talking about. Every video starts with and they clapping and they do something. Mm-hmm. So they were just at the Rima concert the other day.
Oh, really?
But yeah, this group of friends is like 10 young Black men just like living their best life. Every video, like I said, starts with a and then they go do something really cool or something that you wouldn't expect them to do.
Right.
So they did like puppies in yoga one day, Pilates.
I saw that clip.
Boba, trying matcha, getting their nails done.
I saw the clip in Sephora where they got the eye patches.
Oh, the topical.
Yeah. I was like, I need that. I used eye patch today, actually. A depuffing eye patch.
Yeah.
I think it worked.
Yes.
It was random.
I love them. So they started working with Complex. Now they're doing like man on the street type segments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really cool to see them One Strong Brotherhood. So
I love
shout out
them.
to them. That's even though, you know, like we always
Bringing
say, I see you girl. Like it's just they're our ICU girl this week.
I see you girls like our highest honor.
Yeah.
Well, Tia Mowry this week, I see you girl. Well, actually, sorry, Tia Mowry. This is I didn't want to take her moment, but I did have to say something else before Tia's moment.
What?
So Mama Tina, #1 New York Times bestseller with her book.
Ooh,
we talked about it last episode. And
good for her.
She came in hot with the tour. I mean, Michelle Obama first stop, let us see performing. So so her book is a #1 New York Times bestseller.
Congratulations.
So she was our CU girl last week with utmost respect.
Yes.
I see you, Ms. Girl. But
Ms. Girl. Still gotta do the Ms.
I see you, Ms. Girl. But so Tia Mowry. So we see you, girl.
Yes.
Let me just talk about Ms. Tia.
Yes.
So she posted a video. I love this. She said she had a montage of her living her best life and having so much fun, laughing. And the caption was all the things that I'm doing other than worrying about being single at 40.
Oh.
And I'm like, but she's like living her, like she's all over the world. She has friends. She's like this full life is amazing. And I was like, thank you for that. Because the narrative, it's just we need to see other kinds of representation.
Same thing like we talked about with Tracy Ellis Ross with that clickbait, headline of regrets
like she
or
was,
something.
Yeah, like she was sad. That's not what the lady said. And she's far from sad.
She's living her best life. So I love that we are. I'm wondering if someone was coming at Tia, with her singlehood.
People are always coming at her, but she was coming at herself for a period.
Gosh.
For a period, she was coming at herself because she was just like, dating is terrible. She was really focused on that. And now I think she's kind of released that energy of, this needs to be, because I do think that when you go through a divorce, and I have not gone through a divorce, so this is just me pontificating and this is my thoughts. I do think when you go through divorce or something traumatic, you are trying to replace the thing that you lost.
Right.
At first. And that's part of the mourning process.
Oh, okay. I see that.
So I think maybe she had this sort of disproportionate focus on another person, replacing that relationship. And now she's freed herself. It seems like she just looks so happy.
I love it. I haven't seen this. It's on IG?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the show links.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to put the exact link to the
I
clip
need to see this compilation of all the things that she's doing besides being worried and single.
That's right. Being worried.
I love it for her. So, what are we on right now?
What I'm on
also
right
known
now.
as Tell Me Immediately.
So what I'm on right now, Lord, I mean, I'm on moving to storage. So I've been, look, and we about to, can we talk about this for a second? We about to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I've been moving.
Yes.
And it is, like I said, it's been a spiritual experience. So I lived in the same place for 9 years. 9 years. And I have been working like a field slave. And I do mean that. Not house. Not
fields.
Not even, not driving the buggy. Not driving people. Like
you was
literally.
Picking cotton.
And yes,
sun
for
up,
real.
sun down.
On the corporate plantation. Okay, I was. I realized, and you don't realize these things until you look at your life and then you see the things that you had to do,
especially in
to
moving.
make it through.
Yeah,
and what I had to do because I've moved before.
Yeah,
but every time I've moved, I've thrown stuff in. So I literally have everything from everywhere I've lived since I graduated from law school in 2003. So it's like literally, because I haven't had time to sort through. I haven't had a moment to just stop, sort, review. I literally, when I moved from LA the last time to New York, I was not even, my mom had to help me move because I had to go to work. I had to go to work before I actually moved. It was like that. So I had to be at work and I hadn't moved. It was like, we need you here immediately. So I hadn't moved. When I moved back from New York to LA, I was running the cosmetics company as a CEO of the company. I did not have time to sort. I had time to move.
Right.
So they just came in and packed.
Everything.
When you have movers, they came in and packed everything.
Right.
And then you just,
because they didn't look through, of
no,
course.
They don't. How are they going to do that?
How are they going to know?
That's something only you can do, right? So really, when you move, it is really an indictment of I won't say indictment. I would say it's a real measure of what your life has been like and how much time you've afforded yourself and and not just your growth, but it's a real measurement. So this time I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all this stuff as stored energy, stored ideas, like things that I bought and I thought, oh, this would be so great with whatever. Yeah. And didn't materialize or whatever. It's just stuck. It's just in storage.
But that must have been cathartic for you too, right?
It's been amazing and it's been horrible at the same time. It's been a nightmare and a dream.
Yeah.
It's literally it's like one of those things. Like I said, it's like, I don't know, I've never done ayahuasca, but what people describe as ayahuasca, I'm like, this is like the equivalent of
purging,
ayahuasca.
Of getting. So have you gotten rid of
so
most
much
of your stuff?
Most stuff, no.
Oh, you got rid wait, you just said
a lot of stuff.
Oh, not okay.
But I still have a lot of stuff. But so this is what I've had to do. Okay. I've had to say, do I love it? I had to come up with a system because I was like, I still have, when I see something, I don't want to throw away stuff that I bought or whatever. But so I needed a way to measure it. And I'm like, okay, well, do I love it? Do I love it now? Well, the things I love, that's easy. Keeping those. But the things that I want to love or had time to love but don't, they got to go.
Yeah,
if I don't love it.
Like, what are some of the things that you let go?
I mean, oh my gosh.
Oh, just like the top three. Like, the top three that you're like, wow, I really let that go.
A lot of clothes. I let go of clothes that I bought recently.
What?
Yeah. I was like, I don't love this. Like, I bought it because I thought I was going to need it. Like some tops that I got. I mean, I got them at like TJ Maxx or something.
Oh, wow.
But I was like, I realized I was only holding on to it because I got it in a rush because I thought I needed it for an event or something like that.
Got it.
And then I was like, I'm only holding on to this because I just bought it. I don't love it. And the thing that I thought I needed it for has passed. So I need to release this energy and keep moving forward. I think the other thing I had to release are papers, like just documents,
my gosh, yes.
which you can go get shredding.
Yeah.
I realized this by the pound or something. But I was holding on to things because I felt like they were sensitive and pieces of information. And because I also used to be a lawyer, there's just certain things I can't let be floating around.
Yeah.
So I learned that you can do bulk shredding. And I was like, okay, let me release these things. I don't have to like shift through it. I don't have to shred it at home. I can just like send it to bulk shredding. So that was a huge thing. And then I think the last thing, let me tell you what I didn't get rid of, because I don't really have three. I'm going to tell you what I did not get rid of. Nails. I did not get rid of a single nail. Not a nail. Not a nail. All my press-on nails, all of my gel strips, I have all of them. I did not get rid of a nail.
Oh my gosh. She's like, but I'm not getting rid of these nails.
And you know what else I didn't get rid of? Lashes. I didn't get rid of a lash.
The essentials.
I didn't get rid of
lashes, nails, hair,
all my hairs.
Yes,
all my
you
hairs.
sent me a photo of a couple. I was like, yes,
I know.
I
was
love this.
I was like, I just found this girl. Let me put this girl on and see what she's looking like.
I love it.
Does she purr? Yes, she does. So I was like, I kept all my hairs except for I had this one little thing where I went and I thought I was going to make clip-ins. But this was from like 20 years ago or like 15 years ago. I went and got like individual wefts. Yeah. Very expensive. I thought I was going to make clip-ins.
Did the hair stay?
I didn't do it. I didn't finish the project, so I had to release it. I had to release it. $200 and something worth of
you haven't forgot
very
about that
good
price.
hair.
You didn't release that price.
15 years. I'm like, even 15 years later, I looked at that receipt. It was so faded. I could barely make out the numbers. But I was like, gosh. You know what?
But you mean to tell me you probably couldn't have washed that hair and kept it and used it for something else?
Girl, this is a spiritual experience. Because I'm trying to make more. I'm like, you got to release because more's coming in.
You know what?
I made room for my overflow and abundance.
Yes. So y'all hear that word? You got to let go and let flow.
I'm talking about the dollars and the commas.
Okay.
I found a lot of spirit change, but I was like, you know what? No, I want money that folds.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I want the dollars and the commas. I had a whole song too, but I forgot the song.
Oh man,
I
we
was
good
singing
for a song.
The dollars and the commas. We need to make it up.
Don't worry. It'll come back to us. But do you feel good? Do you feel good about your?
You know what?
I
do.
Good.
I'm gonna write a piece about this. Hold me to it.
Because you be writing, so I want to hear what you have to write.
I'm about to write a piece about moving, like not maybe a guide to moving, but how I feel like moving is a spiritual experience. It was very cathartic. And I have moved to, because people are like, where are you moving to? And I'm like, well, I put all my stuff in storage. I don't know. So I'm from Detroit. I'm going to Detroit for the summer. But I'm like, it's such a radical thing to say that because people are like, oh, where are you moving to? Or like my neighbors are like, I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. I might move. I might come back. I mean, I'm just gonna, I want to have a moment for once in my life where I make a pure choice.
I love that.
A pure choice.
That actually leans, that will dovetail into what I want to talk about later.
Well,
but I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited to see what that choice will be.
Me too. Because I think like I was realizing up till now that where I was living wasn't just about, oh, I want to live here. It was that I don't want to move. I don't want to have to move. I don't want to have to move. That's what it was. It wasn't, this is the best place for me. This is exactly where I want to be. I just don't want to move. I don't want to have to move.
I feel
those words. And so I was like, you know what? I feel that. Now we've attacked the thing. I'm untethered from that. I've released it. So we'll see.
I feel that.
Just to have a pure choice, like
that's dope.
A choice and decision, like I can say this is what I want, and just even to know it. I don't even know. That's crazy. But I'm good at it.
But also exciting.
It is exciting.
Because you have a bunch of other things going on too.
So many.
I mean, you have this, our podcast, you have your books that are going to come out in July, and the other ones that you're coming out
Best
working
Man
on
books
right
on
now.
tour this summer.
Yes.
Unfinished Business.
So there's tons of stuff. So anyways, I'm not worried about you, girl.
I don't have to, like, I don't have to do any of this. That's what's the exciting part. It's like I am actually doing this by choice, which makes it so crazy. So I'm sure people will have questions in the comments, and then will be like a topic of discussion. Because it's so people, the looks that people have given me when I'm like, it's ranged from like sadness and sort of like concern, to like complete confusion. Like you're
really?
doing what?
You don't know?
Yeah.
Listen, okay, we'll pick this up in the health and healing segment because I think this is playing into.
This plays over. This
it carries over.
But
see, my TMI, tell me immediately, is not as deep.
Tell me immediately. You said not as deep.
It's not as deep. Snow Allegra's In Your Eyes remix dance trend. It's like
I haven't seen
I find it hard to think when some days are easier to fake. That one, whatever.
I have no idea.
So,
girl.
you haven't?
Although I do, I want you around in my voice lessons. That's like one of my songs.
First of all, I love that record.
That's my favorite
love that
song.
single. But this dance trend has been everywhere. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Okay.
I don't. So but I'm gonna see. They've
been popping up in my feed, and a lot of them are usual, like the dance moves, like they're just doing the dance moves, but which are great. But folks have been getting very creative with them. And so now I'm like obsessed with finding these different versions of that dance trend. So one dude is showing off his martial arts ability. So he's using swords and nunchucks while he's doing the dance trend. Another one had African aunties in the market doing it, which was amazing. And then the last one, which is my personal favorite, you had a trainer and a client, and he was just kicking processed foods, smacking processed foods and fast food out of her hands.
What?
It was like Rita, crumble cookies, Chick-fil-A. The last part of the video was when she was running away with her Chick-fil-A.
I mean, listen.
It was hilarious.
The Chick-fil-A needs to be protected from the trainer. Okay,
I
I'm just
agree.
saying.
But this dance trend has been very delightful to see. And I think I just love it. Speaking about Tina Knowles, Miss Tina, she was also doing the boots on the ground, like Tamia line dance thing with our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama, on the first stop of her tour. And what's really interesting is to see how there's a lot of people who are, loving the trends and are chiming in, but there are people who find they don't find it as funny, because this one person was like, I don't think, I'm reading this because I need y'all to hear this. One person said, I don't think that Black people line dancing while the country falls apart is actually funny. Black folks have always received the worst of whatever has been and is going to receive the worst of whatever is to come. Are y'all cool? And there were a lot of comments, but once again, Lovey Ajayi said it so perfectly. She goes, I think you're missing the point a bit. We aren't not working underground and organizing, but we are also being joyful and holding strong to that. I know for a fact a lot of Black women are doing deep work that is needed right now, but we are also going to line dance at gatherings. We contain multitudes. So yes, we are dancing as a country falls apart, but we are also doing our part.
Yeah, okay. But we have always been doing our part. See, this is the thing that this thing would make me feel a kind of way.
Oh, that comment?
That, yes. And I also feel like, Lovey's gave her a very graceful answer, but I don't feel like that answer was warranted. Like, I don't think she deserved that answer. She doesn't deserve an answer. I'm like, you don't. I'm like, because we have been doing more than our fair share the whole time.
Yeah.
So it is also fair for us to do nothing because we didn't cause this problem. Now, of course, we're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
But it is not, someone cannot, and it seems as if the person's talking about Black people as if they're not Black. So you cannot.
And she's a Black woman herself.
Who, the woman that made the comment?
The one that left the comment.
Oh, well then, okay, I was going to say, if you're not Black, you certainly can't say that. But I don't think you can call Black people to work in any circumstance. I don't think anybody has a standing to call Black people to work. So if we will always, there are many of us who will always show up, but I don't think you can call Black people to work in good conscience.
Did you hear that?
I don't.
I was shocked. I was like, really? Okay.
Uncompensated labor.
Like,
no.
I don't understand how I was like, but we can do both. But also, if I don't want to show up, I don't have to show up. You don't have to.
Or you may be doing something else. Because we have a lot of healing work that we need to do. And you cannot assess another person, what you see them doing in any given moment. And somehow you deputize yourself to tell them what they should or should not be doing.
Like, girl, if you don't sit down somewhere.
Stop it.
Anyways, moving on to Jesus Take the Wheel.
This is take this wheel.
Yeah, that should have been part of the Jesus Take the Wheel. But keep those dance trends coming. They're your version of that dance trend coming, because I'm telling you, that trainer and that client video,
it's hilarious.
I watched it probably 5 times and laughed my ass off. It was fantastic. I enjoyed it.
I do want to also say to people, because this has always been part of my concern for us as Black women, that it is okay to rest. And
Seriously.
it is so hopefully people, if you need a sign or you need somebody to be there with you,
go get that glass of wine.
And have that glass of wine, have some joy, have a laugh.
Go get a massage.
Please.
Plan a trip.
This may be your year of rest. We're here for it.
It's okay.
It is okay.
Like, relax.
So, yes. So, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yes. Jesus, take the wheel. I already know what you're going to talk about.
Girl.
I have been avoiding this. I've been telling people, I don't understand why are we included in this conversation?
Listen.
I do not want to know anything more about Shannon Sharp's shenanigans. At all.
I mean,
Take me out the group chat.
I was curious about who Michelle was.
I was not. I saw it and I just scrolled past because I'm not doing this.
Now that I know who Michelle is.
Okay, who's Michelle? Tell us. Because
I wish I didn't know.
Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. So I made the right decision.
You did.
Girl.
That's all I'm going to say about it.
Oh, I don't even want to know.
It's something that you need to know for yourself.
I don't want to know. Mario Winans.
Keep that on it all should have been kept on the low.
Keep it on the low.
But it can't be kept low enough. because it has surfaced.
Oh, man.
And it can't, once it's out of the box now, it can't be put back in the box.
Damn.
Shannon Sharp. Listen, I'm not even, if you know, you know. If you're listening right now and you know what I know and you know it,
So we're going to keep it at that because I don't want to know.
Girl, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
But we know who Michelle is. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
So Shannon Sharp, I don't know. Was it good that Cat Williams came on his show and established it as a place of truth? Did we want the truth? Can we handle the truth? Can Shannon Sharp handle the truth?
Well, he has plenty of time to do that now because he stepped away from his duties, his on-air duties, so he has time. Then his lawyer had the nerve to go on Don, because that's the only place I get my news now. I watch Don Lemon's show.
Oh yeah,
Lemon Live at 5.
Oh, I need to start. It's Don Lemon.
Don Lemon.
Don Lemon.
But Lemon Live at 5. Us Lemonheads congregate there.
Oh, the Lemonheads.
Yes, I think we're called Lemonheads.
I think I would be a Lemonhead.
Oh my God, it's fun because it's like it's messy, but it's informative, right?
Which is what we always wanted,
right?
From Don, yeah.
That's the one thing I watch, because I don't watch nothing else. Because like I said, we are out of office. So his lawyer came on. I had a long drive to a track meet, and I was listening to a little bit of the conversation. His lawyer, and he just kept saying the same thing over and over and over again. And I was like, "Ooh, I really hope you're worth every dollar that he spends," because I don't know. Because at this point, the court of public opinion has spoken. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Well, so listen, we're going to let him do his thing.
I'm just going to say, I said what I had to say. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay. Well, good day to you, sir.
But yes.
Good day.
Okay.
Allegedly, there was an attempted coup on the current president of Burkina Faso, President Ibrahim Traoré. If you're unfamiliar with President Traoré, he is the second youngest head of state in the world right now, at the age of 37. In 2022, he was fed up with the Burkina Faso's lack of response to the jihadist insurgency that was happening in the country. And he and other soldiers staged a coup. They had it. They were like, you know what, you ain't doing enough. So since taking over, he has been focused on combating jihadist groups and also distancing himself from the former colonial power of France.
And he's also been doing a lot to unify Africa, right?
Here
in the
goes.
region.
This is very much the reason why I brought him up, because of reports of the attempted coup, everyone has been, protesting from all over the world. Ghana, the U.S., there were other protests. Oh, Liberia, the UK. Yeah. Primarily because his fight against foreign influence and a champion for a African unity. Yeah. So he's part of a long list of individuals who have preached this message. And so people then now are like, well, this should come to no surprise. Look at who they assassinated in the last 50 years. Because of this Pan-African unity,
trying to stop the
distancing from colonial, oppressors. So you have like Patrice Lumumba, you have Thomas Sankara, you have Steve Biko, you have Eduardo Mondlane and Félix Roland Muime. Like Muime, these are people that have...
You and the pronunciations, girl, you got it.
Oh, well, because
I mean. Okay.
But all of these men who have stood up against foreign influence and have championed Pan-African unity were all sadly taken out. So, eyes are on Ibrahim, and people are praying that and protesting for his ability to play out exactly
his leadership role.
Now, listen, he has been making some moves that have some question marks. He's gotten a little close with Russia and Turkey, but despite that, I think that what he stands for and what he seeks to do has really had has an effect in West Africa in general. So a bunch of other countries have followed suit with, again, distancing themselves from foreign influences as well. So I don't, again, it's attempted coup. Those are the reports. It's not been verified or not, but it's one of those, when I saw that, I was like, we'll
put a show link. So if you haven't heard about that, we will put the link so that you will be able to be fully informed in the happenings around the globe in particular.
Because, we worldwide, baby.
We worldwide. Except when we're minding my black business.
Minding my black business.
So, I will start with Dominique Defoe.
Yes. Okay? Well, who is Dominique Defoe?
I didn't know anything about her until I saw a video and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a woman who is like she's like the little sister I never had. But evidently, okay, so I came across her video on Instagram, and she was showing her artist residency, her writing residency in the French countryside. Oh. So yes, she was like, I'm currently at my writing residency in the French countryside working on my debut novel. And she was like, I just be living, y'all. She's like, everybody's like, how do you manifest these incredible experiences for yourself? She's like, I used to be a ballerina, and then I decided I was going to go to college, and then I got an engineering degree, and then I was cast for 2 Netflix shows. And she's like, I have had very few followers on Instagram. I don't know how it came about. She's like, but I just manifest stuff. And she's like, and now I'm ready to write she's like, I'm in my artistic renaissance, and I'm writing my debut novel she just like she researched and found the residency. And then she applied for 2 grants. So 2 grants are supporting her doing this. And she just like left and is like in the south of France doing this artist residency.
You know what?
Isn't that amazing? And I'm just like, and she said, and wait, but the whole point is, she's like, people ask me how am I doing this and how am I manifesting these incredible experiences? She said, I don't believe in suffering. She's like, I'm doing this because I don't believe in suffering. And she's like, I believe I'm a magical bitch. Oh. She's like, I'm magical and delusional. And that's why my life is like this. I expect magical things to happen.
Suffering.
Yeah, she said, I don't believe in suffering. She's like, I'm a magical bitch. And she was like, and I'm delusional. There's said,
that word.
Again, that's why I was like, this keeps coming up. So.
I'm a magical bitch, she said.
She said I'm a magical bitch.
I'm going to start saying that.
I'm
a magical bitch.
I know, really. But I mean, you have to just claim
you, Dominique.
it. I know. Look. Just claim it, though. I'm like, put it out there. That's why we're on this delusional thing. It's just like, think big. Think outside the box.
You got to dream big, bitch.
You got to dream big.
Bitch, you think it's small. I love this. Remember last week I was talking about how like I didn't want. My husband said that I was resilient.
Yeah, and you were like,
this is the tip I'm on. I don't want to be strong. I want to be resilient. I want to be magical.
I want to be
I don't believe in struggling. Like
claim
that
it.
is that's gonna be my new mantra.
I asked the universe, I was like, can we please put this on the easy button? Like, I just want the easy setting.
Seriously.
I want the setting of ease. I don't want to struggle. I'm not interested in strife.
Who wants to do that?
I mean, look, I feel like in parts of... I'm not interested. I feel like in parts of my life, I have struggled, and the struggle built character. Mm-hmm. But I have a lot of character now.
You got enough.
I have a lot of character.
We have enough character.
I have a lot of character.
Now we got to express it.
So now it's time for me to express. And you can't express when you're in strife and struggle.
Exactly.
So I'm in a flowering era now.
I love this.
You know?
I love this. And I love that for Dominique as well.
I love that for Dominique.
Thank you for putting that on to us, Dominique.
Put her in the show. I would put her video in the show links where she
said, I do not believe in struggling.
She said, I do not believe in it. But you need to be able to hear people say that with such confidence. She says it with her whole chest.
I love it.
She says it with her chest. And I'm like, you need to see it. You need to see it modeled so that you can say it for yourself.
Exactly. It needs to be, you need to wear it.
Right?
You need to wear that saying. So
wear it, say it, feel it.
I love it. So, but my Black business this week that I'm minding is not the traditional one, right? It's a couple things. The first Monday in May is happening. The Met Gala is happening on Monday. When I say I can't wait.
I know you can.
This is going to be the blackest Met Gala that we will have ever. Like I was on TikTok earlier today and I saw the pre-party, the festive. It was like Doechii, ASAP, all these people just living their best life.
Oh, can you imagine?
Ayo Adibri, just like
they need to redo this so that we can be correspondents in the red carpet and we can go and we can have this whole experience all over.
That's okay. We're gonna have some Black experiences.
But I know they need to do another blackity black
Met Gala.
Met Gala. So listen,
we can do this. I think it's going to be very successful.
I got to put this out there,
and they probably should because I cannot wait. But anyways, putting that aside, we'll wait for that because then we'll watch and we'll report and it'll be a whole thing.
We will.
I am a Canva girly.
Yes,
I love me some Canva.
You do.
Okay,
you do.
I stay up on Canva.
You do, and you do well. You do a great job with Canva.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Canva got me thinking I could be a graphic designer.
Canva, that is true.
Okay.
But Canva, you really pull stuff together on Canva. And I'm like, where did you do that? And you were like, I did know Canva, girl.
Like, okay. Canva got me thinking I can put my rates on Fiverr and think I can really have a side hustle. I cannot.
Delusional.
But
that's being delusional.
But Canva just announced Canva Code. Have you heard of this?
I saw it. It made me think what's possible.
But also because you're now
doing coding.
Doing coding. If y'all don't know what Canva just dropped, Canva just said, you don't need to know how to code. Mm-hmm. All you need to do is write a prompt and Canva will code it for you. You don't need to know HTML.
Right.
You don't need to know CSS.
Right.
You don't need to know none of that stuff. It hasn't been... I think they're slowly rolling it out.
Yeah.
But that is insane to me that you can type in, hey, Canva, I need to create a website that blah, 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 blah. And then it just writes the code out and voila, it's there. Voila.
Yeah. And I think that it will get you, I don't know, it'll be interesting to see that because there are certain things that you can just kind of plug and chug. At this point, like code has evolved to a place where you can kind of assemble it like Legos. Mm-hmm. But when you want to do something custom or specialized, it would be really interesting to see how that works in that capacity, like problem solving, or maybe you'll be able to put your basic sites together. And then if you have a problem, then you can get somebody to come in and
another person to come
troubleshoot.
in. Yeah, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
the reason why I say it's mine and my Black business, because my business is Canva. I be on Canva.
But I think
nonstop. So I'm very excited to see how Canva Code works out, and to see how like I can evolve from, you know, what I'm doing with whatever I'm doing with Canva right now. I think what's really cool about Canva is it's like, I was very basic when I first started, but now I'm a little bit, I feel like I'm an advanced level,
You're
like
an
Canva user, because I stay in it, but it just fosters so much creativity within me, so that like I can design, you know, like I've designed coffee mugs and shirts, and I almost wore one today, but it had a stain on it, so I couldn't wear it, but I'll wear it next time. But this Canva Code, I'm very excited about. Like, I don't know. It can create apps too. Yeah. That's the crazy part. I'm just very excited about
I think that'll be great for creative hobbyists and people who want to have a side hustle. Because I think the biggest obstacle for a lot of people, at least it has been for me, is having an idea and then being able to see that idea embodied as something to get started. And so it would be so cool for me to see so many more people get started with their ideas, and then they can kind of grow and develop. And that was one of the things with Ms. Dominique too, because I'm like, look, she's writing her novel, and that's a business. You know, and I don't think a lot of people realize, they're like, oh, I want to write a book. You should, because that is one of the easiest ways to access entrepreneurship. So you can have your 9 to 5 and your 5 to 9, and there is a real avenue there for a professional earning career. So, and you don't have to go off to the French countryside.
Well, no, well, come on now. That's a bridge too far.
That's a bridge. You don't have to. That's that.
But you want to.
You want to.
Yeah.
I'm sure your novel will be that much better, but your life will be that much.
It is the French countryside.
You'd be basically living the novel.
You had your best life at the French countryside. I remember the story that you told.
Oh yes,
when you were just American.
Metwala. Oh yes. Did I tell you about Metwala?
No. What happened there? What's that?
Oh, that's another story.
Oh,
it's French. Metwala.
But what is Metwala?
It means put yourself here.
Mets-toi là.
Mets-toi là.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Jean.
Oh.
Another story.
His name is Jean.
Jean.
Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. That is, y'all definitely want to hear this story later. Because you want to hear about the story of Jean.
Jean-Marie.
If you, okay. Let me shut up. Moving on. This is actually not an X-rated podcast, so we're gonna. No,
it's not. This is a 16-year-old me, very innocent.
I understand, but mets-toi là. I know he was trying to say. He wasn't trying to say. He was giving you directions.
Yeah, he said.
That's what I'm saying. We got to keep this moving. This is not that kind of podcast.
Yeah. I can't listen.
He was giving her directions,
what's happening in other people's minds.
He knew what he wanted.
I am a writer, you know.
Also, that's how you be, okay.
Health and healing. I'll tell the story. I'm going to tell the story.
Health and healing. Let's just move on. So, throughout this podcast, we've been talking about... Get it together.
Okay. Get it together.
I saw someone on Threads say they took an adult gap year.
We're kind of talking about this,
That's
right?
What I'm
this
saying.
Is moving to storage.
Yes.
I know a lot of people who have moved their stuff into storage and are traveling currently.
So this woman said...
But they're still working. So this is different.
So people told her that you're going to ruin your career. You're going to ruin your life. She said it did. She said it did.
Well, and you're right.
But she said it ruined the life she was building for everyone else and started building the life she wanted.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Sometimes you need to ruin your life.
You just need to ruin your life because it's most likely the life you were building for someone else and not for you. So then it got me to thinking, if I took an adult gap year, what would I do?
What would you do?
I have decided 3 things.
What?
I would pick up pickleball.
Oh.
And I would also look into the science of like energy work, like, reading people's energy and auras and stuff. But if I'm being for real, I am a big nerd when it comes to like mythology and folklore. Mm-hmm. And I would love to visit the countries that share the same mythology.
Oh, okay.
But just they're specific to that culture.
Like?
Mermaids.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Like Mami Wata, right?
Yeah.
Some West African countries call it that. Sirens. Like, are they real or are they not?
Yeah.
Like, I would want to visit like these countries. And
where's Loch Ness? Is that in Ireland?
That's Ireland or Scotland.
Yeah. Scotland.
I just want to like just visit these places that have they have monuments built towards these like mythological creatures and have these really cool, interesting folkloric stories.
I'm into mermaids.
And yeah, me too. And then I would like write a book about it, my travels.
Oh, okay.
And what I experienced.
I was thinking about writing a book about mermaids.
You should. Like these things, like, because I don't know if anyone knows this, but like when you read these stories, there's a common thread across all these cultures. And I'm like, all of y'all got the same story about mermaids?
Where is this? Right.
How do y'all all got the same stories?
Girl.
Like all of y'all got the same stories?
All y'all?
All y'all? And you guys are in different parts of the world?
Exactly. I have theories.
Right?
But that's it. No, that would be fun.
Like, what would you do if you had an adult gap year? Actually, I feel like you kind of in that season right now. I've had an adult
gap decade. I'm in it. To be clear, I was actually thinking about this when you were talking about it. I don't think I would change a thing. I wouldn't do. I mean, I would not do anything. I don't want to not do anything that I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and I love that I have the support to do the things that I want to do that are unconventional, because it could be different. Like, for example, my publisher.
Right.
My publisher and my editor, so amazing. When I came to her and said I wanted to do Shapeshifters, I've got Black Girl. Black Girls is very successful.
Yeah.
I've got the most wonderful time. It's all in keeping with sort of this same, it's progressing, but it's, there's this, contemporary women's fiction.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know what I want to do? I really want to do the Shapeshifter story. And she was like, okay, well, let's talk about this. And she really worked to understand me and got it right away about what I was doing. And then look, like Sinners comes out and like, here's this space and all these things are opening up. But I love that I'm able to continue my growth journey and push myself and do things that might be a little bit ahead of time, but have a time that's coming.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would, because I don't feel stagnant at all. I feel like I'm growing. I mean, there's so many more things I want to explore, but I don't think I would change anything for now. Like I was thinking about
cool. That. I want to find more time to do, more things I'm interested in that I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll read up on that later. And then I never really get a chance to, or I'll do this. And then maybe I'll do a little bit of it, but not a lot. And the idea of taking we need to make that more of a thing, like take sabbaticals. Like I have friends who work at companies that after a certain number of years, you have to take a sabbatical and they'll take 6 weeks off and just travel. Yeah. Or just whatever. I also have a friend named Brittany who literally took a year off and spent time in Portugal and South Africa. Yeah. It was dope. And I'm just like, I wish I could do that. I mean, I think I can.
You probably
in a way.
Can more than you think, but you would have to change things that right now probably feel like you don't want to change or can't change. Mm-hmm. But you could do it. You would just have to. There was a point where one of my bosses, my former boss, he spent half the year in Florida, half the year in Chicago with kids. And I was like, how do you do that? And he's like, well, we're just in school in Chicago when we're in Chicago, and school in Florida when we're in Florida. I was like, how do you do that though? He's like, we work it out. We made it work. But I mean, you'd have to start with the idea of just that it's possible.
That it's possible.
And then the schools coordinated the work and assignments and the school year flow, and they all graduated and doing fine. Wonderful girls.
So it starts with I'm a magical bitch.
Right.
And then it starts with, then they follow it up with, I don't believe in suffering. Right. And then
this is the recipe.
You just go do it. Okay.
See,
I got it.
Yeah. Then it comes together. And then you have to be open-minded and flexible.
Okay. Well, thanks, Dominique, for that. Now I know that I can do all those things and just do a gap year. Yeah. And just do it.
You can. Or you can take it doesn't have to be a year. It could be a month or 2 weeks or 1 week.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a year. You're right. As long as you capture the essence of it. Let us know if you listeners, let us know what you would do if you had an adult gap year.
I'd love to hear that.
Let us know. Should we go into what's good, aka Delulu Land, as we get towards the end of our episode?
You have the best one because
man, this one knocked me out. Like if you're in Boston or planning a trip there, please check out this new art installation called Big Hoops to Fill by Jahari Ortega. It's basically 2 giant door knocker earrings that are also swings.
What?
Yes. It's at Rose Kennedy Greenway, downtown Boston, near the North End. I don't know Boston like that.
I do.
If that resonates with you, please go.
I know the North End.
So Ortega created this piece to help folks reconnect with their inner child, strengthen the bonds across generations, and then feel proud of their identity and culture. It's just this really wonderful, like playful, joyful moment when you are like seeing this video of them installing this. And it's like this very beautiful green park. And then all of a sudden you see these gold plated door knocker earrings and she's swinging on it.
That's amazing.
It is so cool. It's also, you know, when you think of like what gets celebrated in public places, you don't see door knocker earrings.
Yeah.
You know?
And you should. Because door knocker earrings are so dope. I think door knocker earrings in particular are very representative of Black joy.
Okay.
Because it's just been a cultural thing where we just have never cared. We're always, it's so gaudy. Like when you really think about it, like the door knockers, they're so big and they're gaudy and they're flashy like, and they're not even like beautiful in a conventional sense. They're just what they are. Right. And it's like part of the culture. So I love that. I think they are so representative
but
of
we've
just
made
joy.
it our thing, right?
Like I don't care. I
still want door knocker earrings with my name in them.
Oh yeah.
I used to love that growing up and I always wanted to get a pair and I never did, but I'm going to get that piece because I don't care.
We should.
I want some huge door knocker earrings with my name on them and I want to get one for my daughter Lisbon too when she gets older. She can get them shits as well.
Okay, there you go.
That part.
Okay, that part.
But do you have anything for what's good?
I mean, I think I've talked about Delulu Land. I talked about delusional Dominique.
I mean, I'm a magical bitch. I swear. I'm
a magical bitch. Like, I don't think there's anything else to say other than that from Delulu Land.
That might be my final word because I didn't have a final word. I didn't think of one. That's mine this week. I'm a magical bitch.
I'm a magical bitch. Okay.
That's my final word.
Well, mine is not really a word other than speaking about shedding your skin. And I have, like I said, I have just this moving experience and moving to storage basically to be free. Like it has been the shedding, a necessary shedding, a challenging one, but it has made me thoughtful about what else needs to be shed. Yeah,
that's sweet.
So this is a shedding season, but also a season of freedom and joy and growth. So that's my final word for today.
Awesome.
So we may have another episode next week, but if we don't, then we'll be back the week after. So we're gonna see how you understand everything's going on in the mix now, how the sausage is getting made, and the sausage might be on the road next week. So
yes, because you're moving.
So if you don't see us next week, then make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you like and subscribe. Certainly make sure you subscribe so you get notices when we post a new episode, usually on Mondays, but it might be a different time, so don't miss.
But there's tons on the YouTube channel. There's tons on TikTok.
Don't miss us because we'll miss you.
And we will come back ready to yap once again.
Boom.
Have a great week.
Bye.